Namaste. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This study material has been prepared by the faculty of the Board of Studies. The objective of the study material is to provide teaching material to the students to enable them to obtain knowledge in the subject. In case students need any clarifications or have any suggestions to make for further improvement of the material contained herein, they may write to the Director of Studies. All care has been taken to provide interpretations and discussions in a manner useful for the students. However, the study material has not been specifically discussed by the Council of the Institute or any of its committees, and the views expressed herein may not be taken to necessarily represent the views of the Council or any of its committees. Permission of the Institute is essential for reproduction of any portions of this material. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced, stored in retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without prior permission in writing from the publisher. Edition September 2021. Website www.icai.org. Email bosnoida bosnoida at icai.in. ISBN number ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Price all modules ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Published by the Publication Department of behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI Bhavan, Post Box number 7100, Indraprastha Marg, New Delhi 110002, India. Printed by. Preface. The Board of Studies, ICAI, presents the study material for foundation entry-level exam to the Chartered Accountancy course. The contents have been designed and developed with an objective to synchronize the syllabus with the guidelines prescribed by IAESB, International Accounting Education Standards Boards, IFAC, International Federation of Accountants, to instill and enhance the necessary prerequisites for becoming a well-rounded, competent and globally competitive accounting professional. The level of complexity of the study material is as per standards according by IAESB, comprising an ideal mix of subjective and objective examination pattern to ensure discerning students get through and seek admission to the CA course. Mathematics and statistics applications are very important for the students of Chartered Accountancy course, as professional work in future will demand analytical and quantitative skills. Through this section of business mathematics, logical reasoning and statistics, it is intended to develop analytical ability of the students using basic mathematical and statistical techniques. By this, students will be equipped with the knowledge to absorb various concepts of other subjects of the Chartered Accountancy course like accounting, auditing and assurance, financial management, cost accounting, management accounting, etc. This study material divided into 3 parts. The first part of the study material, chapters 1 to 8, covers basic mathematical techniques like ratio, proportion, indices, logarithms, equations, and linear inequalities. Time value of money, permutations and combinations, sequence and series, sets, relations, and basics of differential integral calculus. The second part of the study material, chapters 9 to 12, covers logical reasoning, and the third part, chapters 13 to 18, of the basic principles of statistical techniques and measurement thereof. The entire study material has been written in a simple and easy to understand language. A number of illustrations have been incorporated in each chapter to explain various concepts and related computational techniques dealt with in each chapter. A reasonably good question bank has been included in the study material, which will help the students to prepare for the foundation examination. Happy reading and best wishes. Namaste. Syllabus. CA syllabus. CA Part 3, Business Mathematics, Logical Reasoning and Statistics. One paper, 2 hours, 100 marks. Objectives. A. To develop an understanding of the basic mathematical and statistical tools and their application in business, finance, and economics. B. To develop logical reasoning skills and apply the same in simple problem solving. Contents. Part A, Business Mathematics, 40 marks. Ratio and first chapter, ratio and proportion, indices and logarithms. Ratio and proportion, business applications related to ratio and proportion. Not ratio, no? Only ratio. Laws of indices, exponents and logarithms and anti-logarithms. Second chapter, equations. Simultaneous linear equations up to 3 variables, quadratic and cubic equations in 1 variable. Third chapter, linear inequalities with objective functions and optimization with respect to objective function. Fourth chapter, time value of money. First one, simple interest. Second one, compound interest. Third one, depreciation. Fourth, effective rate of interest. Fifth, present value. Sixth, net present value. Seventh, future value. Eighth, perpetuity. Ninth, annuities. Ninth, sinking funds. Not ninth, 10th, sinking funds. 11th, valuation of bonds. Valuation of bonds. 12th, calculating of EMI. 13th, calculations of returns. A. Nominal rate of return. B. Effective rate of return. C. Compound annual growth rate, CAGR. Fifth chapter, permutations and combinations. Basic concepts of permutations and combinations. Introduction, the factorial, permutations, results, circular permutations, permutations with restrictions, combinations with the standard results. Sixth chapter, sequence and series. Introduction, sequences, series, arithmetic and geometric progression, relationship between AM and GM, arithmetic margin and geometric and arithmetic, and sum of n terms of special series. Seventh chapter, sets, relations and functions. Eighth chapter, basic applications of differential and integral calculus, excluding the trigonometric applications, applications of marginal cost and marginal revenue, etc. Part B, logical reasoning, 20 marks. First chapter, number series, coding and decoding and odd man out. Second chapter, direction test. Third chapter, seating arrangements. Fourth chapter, blood relations. Part C, statistics, 40 marks. First chapter, statistical description of data, statistical representation of data, diagrammatic representation of data, frequency distribution, graphical representation of frequency distribution, histogram, frequency polygon, ogive, pie chart. Second chapter, measures of central tendency and dispersion. Measures of central tendency and dispersion, mean, median, mode, mean deviation, quartiles and quartile deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, coefficient of quartile deviation. Third chapter, probability. Probability, independent and dependent events, mutually exclusive events, total and compound probability, and mathematical expectation. Fourth chapter, theoretical distributions. Theoretical distributions, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution. In this Poisson distribution, basic applications and normal distributions. In this normal distribution, only basic applications. Fifth chapter, correlation and regression. Correlation and regression, scatter diagram, Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, rank correlation, probable error and probable limits, regression lines, regression equations, regression coefficients. Sixth chapter, index numbers. Uses of index numbers, problems involved in construction of index numbers, methods of construction of index numbers. Note, the concepts of probable error and standard error are here at a foundation level just referred for knowledge purpose only.